The work of CHS has been critical all along, especially during the months since March of 2020, when our world changed overnight. The need for critical home repairs is greater than ever before. During these 20 months, the CHS office staff has been there to take hundreds of calls from neighbors who needed help to stay in their homes. And the CHS construction staff has continued to make repairs and accessibility modifications to help our Guilford County neighbors live longer and safer in their homes during these difficult times. Today, we have a few guests in the Housing Hub studio to share about community housing solutions, home repair, and aging gracefully programs. Jean is the president of and executive director of CHS. Can you give us a quick update on how the work at Community Housing Solutions is going this year?
Yes, thanks, Erica. First, thank you for filling in for Tracy, who couldn't be here with us today. And this event, which is normally a breakfast, is now an ambassador's lunch event, and it really symbolizes this past year that we've had working. Our staff has done an incredible job adapting to changes in how we work safely with homeowners that we serve due to COVID, as well as the building material changes or challenges that we've had. Our staff's determination and perseverance has allowed us to repair more than 100 homes in Guilford County and also build 8 homes for home ownership in Greensboro and High Point. This life-changing work, though, could not have been done without the support of ambassadors. These are people that I call people that refer people to our programs that need our services, volunteer their time, or donate to Community Housing Solutions. And our home repair program assists families with basic needs. We like to say we make homes warmer, drier, and safer. Warmer could be someone having an operating heating system in their home or adding insulation that they didn't have before. Drier could be putting a roof on that doesn't leak, or a functioning hot water heating system. Or safer could be accessibility modifications such as a ramp or handrails to allow someone safe entry in and out of their homes to prevent them from falling. And the need of these repairs continues to grow as we currently have more than 60 homeowners on our waiting list. And the financial impact of COVID and the increase of costs for goods such as food and clothing and other necessities, medicines, has really impacted older adults who live on a limited income and can't physically do the work themselves.
Those numbers certainly speak to the great need in our community. Thank you, Jean, for sharing that. And I understand that you have a program that works in tandem with your home repair program called Aging Gracefully. I love the sound of that. Can you tell us more about the program?
Yes, most definitely. Over 75% of the people that we serve through our home repair program are older adults or disabled homeowners. And like many of us, they want to stay in their homes as long as they can as they get older. We were fortunate to be selected as one of 4 nonprofits across the country about 4 years ago to participate in a program called Aging Gracefully that was designed by the Johns Hopkins University School of Nursing to demonstrate how it could function in different markets across the country. The Aging Gracefully program is designed to coordinate healthcare education and training along with accessibility modifications for older adults to allow them to live longer in their homes. Mm-hmm. We work in partnership with Cone Health and Triad Healthcare Network to provide occupational therapist and registered nurse visits. And after meeting with the client, I like to say the occupational therapist actually writes a prescription for home modifications. And we take these goals that are identified by the client with the occupational therapist and develop a plan to complete these accessibility modifications with our staff, working with volunteers. And the impact has been great. We do an impact survey at a month, and then at 5 months, and then 9 months after the repair is completed. And the impact of this work shows that we reduce the number of falls that an older adult may have. We increase their activities of daily living, and we also show an improvement in the quality of life. And we are so excited with this partnership as we're on track to complete about 50 Aging Gracefully repairs just this year.
Thank you, Jane. This program is absolutely amazing. I know I'm not supposed to have favorites as a board member, but I will tell you, this is absolutely one of my favorites. I think it brings wonderful benefits to our community. Beth Murray is the lead occupational therapist for the Aging Gracefully program and the rehabilitation manager at Annie Penn Hospital. Beth, I understand that you have worked one-on-one with many of these Aging Gracefully homeowners. Would you take a moment and tell us a little bit about your role with Cone Health and the Aging Gracefully program?
Sure. Thank you so much for having me today. As Jean stated, Aging Gracefully is a program that is a partnership between Community Housing Solutions, Cone Health, and Triad Healthcare Network. We provide occupational therapy and skilled nursing services to clients over a 4-month period. I've had the privilege to work with Jean and his awesome team from the infancy of this program. Once a patient is referred to the Aging Gracefully program, both the occupational therapist and a nurse visit with the client and help them determine 3 to 4 individualized goal areas that they feel would allow, if they can meet those goals, would allow them to be safer and more independent in their home, thus living in place longer. Once we have the goals established, we then visit with the client once a month over the next 3 to 4 months and work with them to meet each of their goals. Of course, if any home modifications are needed, Community Housing Solutions will provide the repairs and modifications. Occupational therapists often work with clients to improve their safety and independence with activities of daily living, like getting dressed or taking a shower, or maybe cooking or cleaning. We also do bathroom safety and modifications and might educate the client on energy conservation or sleep hygiene. While our nurses provide health education, training and instructions on living healthier, exercises, and fall prevention ideas. What I really love about this program is that we're empowering the clients to be problem solvers so that they can continue to brainstorm solutions to maintain and improve their safety and independence for years to come.
This program sounds like, pun intended, you guys hit the nail, the head, what is it? The hammer on the nail on the hammer. I'll figure out the right way to say that. The hammer on the nail. That's it. For older adults in our community. Can you share about a particular client you may have helped?
Sure. I wish I had time to tell you about each client that I've worked with because each of their stories is truly inspirational. One of the first clients I had last fall was having trouble sleeping, and she was also having trouble getting up and down from her favorite chair. I educated her on some changes she could make to improve her sleep, and I also had Community Housing Solutions add some plywood under her chair cushion. My nurse partner educated her on exercises she could complete on a daily basis to help with her balance and her mobility. I tell you, in the span of 3 months, this homeowner had a huge transformation. The first visit with her, she was moving slowly and was resigned to not sleep well. The last visit I had with her, she had so much pep in her step, she could pop right out of her chair and she couldn't stop telling me how well she was sleeping. It was awesome. And then another client that I worked with this summer was having a really hard time getting in and out of her home several days a week to go to her dialysis appointments. Her kitchen was in need of major safety repairs. So she wasn't able to cook in her home. And we know that eating out often is not healthy for anyone, let alone somebody that is on dialysis. Her bathroom was also not safe for her to use. So we set up some goals, and Community Housing Solutions upfit her bathroom with a walk-in shower and a comfort level commode. We had a ramp installed so she could easily get to and from her dialysis appointments, and we upfit her kitchen so that she could use it to cook meals. My last visit with her, she actually had just finished cooking breakfast for her granddaughter and her best friend, which happened to be her puppy dog, which I just got a kick out of. She was cooking for her dog. But the biggest change with her was just her whole demeanor. She went from a very quiet, kind of withdrawn individual to having the most beautiful smile on her face. And that alone was reward in itself.
This is amazing. The Aging Gracefully program literally makes my heart happy as my parents are getting older and can benefit from some of these services. Please watch as we learn directly from 2 homeowners about their experiences with Community Housing Solutions.
have lived in this home since 1975. I had a stroke in August. One of the supervisors recommended Community Housing Solutions to me. They suggested someone come out, take a look at my house to see what was needed in order for me to be comfortable and safe. Aging Gracefully came in. They wanted to be sure that I had the proper food, and there were certain things they wanted to make sure that they were in place so that I would be able to live in here safely without falling. Andrew took a look at the house. He went all through it, and he came up with a solution that it needed several different things in order for me to be safe. There were things like the bathtub needed certain things to make it safe. Then there was the motion light, which I dearly love. My floor in the kitchen had a couple of bad spots in it, and he felt that was a fall hazard. The occupational therapist, she came several times, and she walked me through the things that I needed to be able to do to make sure that I was safe. They are truly a gift to especially us older people, and they treat you with respect, and they're just a wonderful bunch of people. I would recommend them to anybody, and I truly thank them. I'm so grateful that Community Housing Solution came into my life.
His roof in the back bedroom, it was like a big old hole back there where the water had leaked down in there. So that's why he wasn't sleeping back there in the bedroom. Couldn't get in the bathroom, couldn't use it or nothing. The kitchen floor was about to go in, especially right there at the sink. The porch right here, I mean, I would trip every time I would come up. And so I told him he would need one. He failed a couple of times, so that's what scared me and everything.
This, my mom and dad's home. They loved it. I was here like off and on, you know, as I got older, and I had good times in this home. It was 6 of us came up in this house, 3 bedrooms, and we did the best we could. Just my community was my folks. My aunt lived down the road, my uncle lived down the road, and you know, this is me. I left and came back, and this is where I want to be.
The repairs have meant a lot to him, because see, now he was so afraid. He said, "Cause I'm gonna have to go to a nursing home." That's the only thing he kept saying, a nursing home, nursing home. He said, "I'm going to give up my mom and dad's house." I said, "No, you don't have to do that. We're gonna get you some help." And now that he's got the help, he can stay in his home.
Y'all came in, y'all did me a great favor. Y'all fixed the floors, y'all fixed the bathroom, they cleaned it all out. They did the roof, my whole roof. They repaired my deck. They did my steps, my front porch. They cleaned my yard. Gave me a walkway. Y'all did a good job, and I appreciate y'all.
He said he wished his mom would have been here to see it, and I said, yes, me too. Aunt Bert would have loved it.
I feel like I can live longer now, because I got something to look forward to.
Wow. What amazing work Community Housing Solutions did for Miss Reynolds and Mr. Jarvis. We are so fortunate today to have Miss Reynolds' daughter, Tanya Beatty, join us. Tanya, thank you so much for being here. Your mom is a remarkable woman we heard from your mom how the Aging Gracefully program had helped her. Can you share with us, from your perspective, what your mom learned from this program?
Yes, Erica, thank you so much, and thank you for asking. Mom learned so much from the Aging Gracefully program. As it's been stated, Mom suffered a stroke in August of 2020. And while she has been a very independent person over all her years, what she realized is that she was needing some adjustments. And Aging Gracefully came in, they partnered with her, with the occupational therapist, the nurse, to be able to help identify some of the things that she would like to still be able to do. And so they actually worked together and developed some action plans, some goals, so that Mom could be able to remain in her home, but also be able to do some of the daily activities in a way that was more safe, especially with her circumstance. So they came in and helped her be able to modify some of her activities. She was accustomed to washing clothes. They were able to walk her through and kind of give her some suggestions on how she can do that without having any dynamics of falling and things of that nature. They even provided her a cart where she could actually take some of her clothes out of her washing machine and put them in that cart to kind of move around the house with that, to help her with her stability. And they really provided not just the techniques, but they were professional, they were caring, they were compassionate, and they were a huge supporter. Mom has this mindset of she can still do all that she has been able to do, but now with the help of Aging Gracefully, they've been able to show her the ways to do that. And she's been able to do that, remain safe in the home, and she's been so blessed by that.
Thank you, Tanya. It seems like we hit another nail on the head with your mom. Tell us about what it's meant to you and your family for her to be able to stay in her home.
Well, as she stated in the video, the program has been such a blessing to her. How it has impacted me and my family is that it gave us a peace of mind. We did not want to take her independence from her. If she could be safe in her home, in the home that she had lived in since 1975, the home we were raised in, that's where she's comfortable, that's where she's happy, and that's where she's at home. And so I just appreciated, and the family appreciated, the peace of mind that we got to know she's going to be safe. She now can be secure. She can avoid falls, and at the same time still have respect and dignity. I think for Mom, that was huge for her because, again, being independent, she still wanted to be able to do what she can do. And so they have given her alternative ways to show her how to do things. And then I have to also say, with Community Housing Solutions, they came in and provided the necessary modifications to be able to have them in place so that as she got the experience of using them with Aging Gracefully, that she could actually do those things and be safe. And so it has helped us all and helped my mom as well with the peace of mind and being able to help her enjoy being in her home.
Wonderful. Tanya, I can see how Aging Gracefully has been a blessing to your mom and your entire family. And we all hope for this for our parents as well. I know I do. And I'm certain that our over 200 people, our over 200 guests viewing want the very same thing for their parents.